Mia Goth is being sued by an extra in her upcoming film for allegedly kicking his head on purpose.
Now, the lawsuit's happening because when she was filming MaXXXine, her most recent A24 movie, she assaulted and harassed a background actor.
She is almost as bad as he is. And again, this allegedly Mia Goth and Shia LaBeouf.
Mia Goth has gotten into a shocking controversy this year, as the actress has been accused of physically attacking an extra on set, who was then fired from the production the very next day. You'll be shocked to hear what new details have come forward in the case and how fans are handling the situation. In an unlikely twist from the set of the highly anticipated horror sequel, MaXXXine, Mia Goth has found herself at the center of a legal storm as more details regarding an incident on set have been revealed. The A24 production is the third and latest installment of the X horror trilogy following X and Pearl, and has been perhaps one of the most anticipated releases of the year, which is why this controversy came as such a shock. While filming the iconic movie, a background actor named James Hunter allegedly got into a physical altercation with Mia Goth as he claimed that she deliberately kicked him in the head last April. James Hunter was apparently hired for a 3-day job where he was to portray one of the dead in the movie, as he was supposed to lie on the ground for extended periods of time, drenched in fake blood and battling the elements. According to James Hunter, the incident was so severe that he was left with a concussion, and it was a worse experience than having to otherwise endure the ants and mosquitoes that had originally come with the job. In the scene, Mia Goth was only supposed to run past James, sometimes even stepping over him, glancing down, and continuing to run past him. On a movie set of this scale, it's very reasonable that there were a lot of retakes and reframing of the scene, meaning this simple scene took several hours to film. However, things allegedly took a turn for the worse during the 4th take when Mia almost stepped on James while running past him. This was a pretty scary near accident to James, as he then went to talk to the second assistant director to ask that Mia take a little more care in the scene so that she doesn't actually step on him. The message was then delivered to Mia, however, according to James, she allegedly reacted negatively to the feedback, which could be what prompted her next move that caused the incident. On the next take, it seemed like Mia was fed up with James, as he claimed she had then deliberately kicked him in the head with her boot while running past him. And while the incident was apparently so serious that James ended up with a concussion, things actually didn't end there, as Mia wasn't satisfied with the physical attack and opted for an emotional one right after. According to James, he had gone into the bathroom after the incident to freshen up, and that's when Mia seemed to have followed him to have some words with him. According to him, she taunted, mocked, and belittled him while daring him to do anything about it, seemingly never believing that he would actually take the case as far as he has today. To James, this was just more damage on top of what he had already suffered, as he claimed to be in a lot of head pain. The fake blood that had been poured on him for the scene has also dried onto his clothing and ended up causing even more pain to him, as it apparently hurt to remove it, only adding to the damage from that day. In fact, his head was apparently so bad that on his drive home, he had to pull over not once but twice, as he felt too lightheaded to drive. This is what seemingly alerted James to his concussion, as he quickly realized that things were actually more severe than he had originally realized, and things only seemed to get worse from there, as instead of being offered support from the movie set and crew, he was allegedly informed by his casting agency that the production didn't want him back on set for the last 2 days of his contract. The disappointment felt by James is what resulted in the lawsuit today, which accuses Mia of battery, and even includes a claim of wrongful termination against the studio, Mia, and the director Ty West. And while this was all already bad enough, James has more recently come out to expose even more details of exactly what happened on the set, as the court case seems to have moved further. In an interview with horror outlet Dread Central, James talked more about his interaction with Mia in the bathroom, where he claimed that Mia followed him to a porta potty in a remote area of the set and even pushed open the door to the stall that he was using in a desperate move to talk to him. He apparently tried apologizing to her for not locking the door, as he believed that it was a simple mistake. However, the horrifying truth showed that Mia was actually there to antagonize him after she had kicked him. According to him, she had said the words, "Nobody will believe you because you're nothing. Get the fuck off my set, you big baby." The interaction was so shocking to him that he immediately wrote everything down so that he could remember what she had said word for word. According to one of James' attorneys, the exact quote has also been shared with Mia's legal team and is officially a part of the case. However, while James is doing his best to have all of his affairs in order and portray a strong case, the opposition seems to be denying everything. Mia, T. West, and the A24 studio are all in it together, as they are denying all of James's allegations. A representative even sharing that the studio's opinion is that James's claims are simply not true. In a statement they shared, "As this is an active litigation, we cannot say more at this time, but continue to vigorously defend Mia and the entire filmmaking team against these extremely baseless allegations." These accusations have certainly cast a shadow over the production of the MaXXXine film, which had generated such buzz among horror enthusiasts. And even Mia's career seems to have taken quite a hit, as these pretty serious allegations have fans split. When the initial news of what had happened first came out some months ago, a lot of people seemed to take the situation as a joke, as Mia was placed above James, taunted, mocked, and belittled in the bathroom. I do not believe that at all. Lamau, what? Leave her alone. It was deserved. She's the nicest person on earth. We will be supporting Mia. Maybe get out the way the next time. However, many were appalled by the statement, as many found this behavior weird and called for everyone to believe victims in these situations. It's always hold people accountable for their actions, until it's an attractive celebrity you stan. I don't care, he's a man, someone got assaulted on set. Some of you just don't give a fuck because it's your favorite actress, and it's very, very weird. In fact, many were very off-put by the way a lot of people these days don't seem to be willing to recognize when their favorite celebrities do something wrong. And while many never could have predicted that Mia Goth could ever end up in such a situation, it doesn't mean that she should be exempt from criticism. The internet has actually rotted your brains, because a lot of y'all making jokes like she should have kicked harder about a random extra getting concussed on a set and then not given medical attention is actually really sinister and not funny at all. But Mia wasn't the only one criticized in the situation, as many also brought up the fact that the studio and production are just as much as fault for the way the situation seemed to escalate. This is absolutely crazy. You're telling me nobody on set had the simple, bright idea of not letting someone who got kicked in the head drive home, especially on their own? I hope this guy wins his lawsuit, actually. This is F***ed up, and it always comes down to producers trying to save money. Because why was an extra involved in any kind of stunt work? Where was the stunt coordinator? Where was the medic? This kind of thing happens when you ignore a bunch of standards of operating. And with the way the lawsuit is going, it seems like if something really did happen, then all three parties seem to be sticking together in denying that there was any sort of malpractice on the set. However, while the conversation surrounding the studio's fault is still very much alive, what fans are focusing on the most has been the way Mia herself has actually had nothing to say regarding the situation. In fact, a lot of people have been criticizing her lately because of what supposedly happened on set, as some people believe that these are her true colors, and someone even brought up the fact that she is currently married to Shia LaBeouf, which could speak to her character. Are we all just forgetting that the person she's married to brutally abused FKA Twigs, his girlfriend at the time? She's literally just like him. Shia has certainly had a lot of huge controversies over the past decade, and it certainly came as a shock when he and Mia tied the knot. And with a child together, it seems like they really are serious about each other, which is why fans have been quite disappointed to hear that Mia might be following in her husband's footsteps. In fact, there have even been some blind items claiming that she is taking a page out of his book with the way she's been behaving lately.
Apparently, this foreign-born A-list actress/producer is taking advice from her A/A-list actor abusive boyfriend on how to treat others. She is almost as bad as he is.
Do you guys think Mia deserves a lawsuit against her? Let me know down below, and don't forget to check out this other video for more drama.